Hi, I'm Dad Ghost. I am a ghost who is also a dad. This is my little boo right here. And one of my favorite Mondo movies is Deathbed, the Bed That Eats. George Barry had an idea burning inside of his head that he just needed to get out, no matter the cost. So, Deathbed has four parts: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and just desserts, where various people get eaten and have their encounters with the deathbed. During the dinner segment, a guy comes looking for his sister, and he finds her trapped in a room with the deathbed. Then he gets trapped in there, and he learns that someone has just been eaten by the deathbed. He's like, we got to get her out of there. So he gets a knife and he starts stabbing into the deathbed, and the internal organs, whatever, of the deathbed are just this yellow goop that dissolves stuff. So there is like 30 seconds where he sticks his hands into the deathbed and you just see the hands start to disintegrate, and it cuts back and forth between the hands and the guy, and the guy's just like, oh, and the girl's like, what's happening? What's happening? Everyone is just super kind of chill about this. And then he pulls his hands out and they're completely skeletized. And he's like, fine with it. He's not screaming. He's just like, huh. And then the next scene is them like back in the corner of the room, and the guy's just like really calmly looking at his skeleton hands, being like, oh, there's no muscle or hardly any blood. Wow. And then a finger bone falls off, and he's like, I can't take this. You're going to have to take them off for me. And so the girl just kind of calmly reaches over and like grabs him by the wrist and just like snaps his hand bones off, throws him in the fire, and that's the scene. And then it goes into just desserts, where they finally kill the deathbed by summoning a lady to fuck the handless guy so that the deathbed can get the release it needs, because it was created when that same lady couldn't fuck a demon. Which leads me to think that this movie is really just about impotence. George Barry couldn't get it up with someone at one point, then was like really shitty to a bunch of people for a while, and then finally like he got the release he needed, and he's like, I feel so much better now. I should make a movie about it. It's earnest and just terribly executed, and that's why I love it so much.